Good evening and welcome to Strathmore High School Class of 2022 graduation ceremony. My name is Mr. Andrew Peterson. I'm a principal at Strathmore High School. Parents, family members, and friends, I would like to thank you for attending tonight and for your continued support of these graduates. We are very proud of their accomplishments and representation of what it means to be a Strathmore Spartan. Buenas noches y bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación de la clase de 2022 de la Escuela Secundaria de Strathmore. Mi nombre es el señor Peterson, director de la Escuela Secundaria de Strathmore. Padres, familiares y amigos, me gustaría agradecerles por asistir esta noche por su continuo apoyo a estos graduados. Estamos muy orgullosos de sus logros y representación de lo que significa ser un Strathmore Spartan. At this time, Manuel Andrade will lead us in the flag salute.
May everybody please stand for the flag salute. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may please be seated.
Thank you.
I go down?
I would like to introduce Senior Class President Catherine Gonzalez, who will deliver the welcome speech, and Abigail Mejia Alvarez, who will deliver the translation.
Hi everyone, my name is Catherine Gonzalez. Let me breathe. It is an honor to be able to open and welcome all the families, friends, and staff to our 2022 graduation. Tonight is the night we recognize each student's hard work and dedication and accomplishments. I'm excited because this is when we all think about the next stage of our lives. High school will be an experience that not one of us will ever campus. 4 years of our young lives have been sculpted and built on this campus, and now it's our time to finally soar. Standing up here tonight has made me realize how fast time passes by. Everyone always says, high school's going to fly by, or enjoy your high school years because you can't go back. And I used to always kind of blow that off, but now it feels very real now. Each and every single graduate up here on stage has had their individual struggles and obstacles in life, yet each and every one of us is up here graduating. Due to COVID, we missed out on a lot of our high school experience. Virtual school and quarantine was also new to us and definitely a struggle. We have all proven ourselves to be capable of overcoming anything thrown at us. In life, we have to learn to succeed even when we are not comfortable or familiar with things. This graduating class standing before you tonight is the strongest and most qualified class because we have already shown we are I don't know. Let me breathe. I have to laugh. I'm sorry. Okay, so I would like to thank all of the hardworking staff, teachers, and families who pushed us and always saw the best in us, each and every one of us. The unconditional love will always be something we take. Sorry, I don't know why I'm crying. I'm emotional. I'm an emotional person. Okay, so during virtual school, Mr. Gonzalez would let us have days where we just sat and talked about life and how we were all just mentally breaking down and crying and struggling. And this is something I will never forget. I will never forget that sometimes when life is hard, you just have to sit, reassure yourself, and let it all out to move forward. With that being said, seniors, this is the moment we have looked forward to our entire high school journey. We may not have gotten completely traditional high school years, but we are the class who definitely left a mark. So here we are today. about to complete the next chapter of our lives. I hope one day we'll meet again and see each other at Strathmore or at Costco or somewhere adults go and talk about the next big thing that awaited us after high school. Thank you. Bienvenidos a todos. Mi nombre es Abigail Mejía. Es un honor poder abrir y darles la bienvenida a todas las familias, amigos y maestros a nuestra graduación del 2022. Esta noche es la noche en la que reconoceremos el trabajo, dedicación y logros de cada estudiante. Estoy muy emocionada porque ahora pasaremos a la próxima etapa de nuestras vidas. La preparatoria fue una experiencia que ninguno de nosotros olvidaremos. Hemos tenido algunos de los momentos más importantes e influyentes de nuestra vida. 4 años de nuestras vidas han sido construidas aquí, en este lugar, y ahora es nuestro tiempo para volar. Ante esta noche me he dado cuenta de la rapidez del tiempo. Todos siempre decían, la escuela preparatoria pasará volando, o disfruta estos años de la preparatoria, porque no vas a poder regresar. Yo no lo creía, pero ahora se siente real. Cada uno de los graduados han tenido sus propios desafíos en su vida durante estos 4 años de la preparatoria, pero lo han superado y están aquí graduándose. Debido a COVID, perdimos muchas de nuestras experiencias tradicionales de la preparatoria. La escuela virtual y la cuarentena fue algo nuevo para nosotros y definitivamente fue una batalla. Todos hemos demostrado ser capaces de superar cualquier reto que se nos presenta. En la vida hemos aprendido a tener éxito incluso cuando hemos tenido que salir de nuestra zona. Esta clase de graduados que está ante ustedes esta noche es la clase más fuerte y calificada porque ya hemos demostrado que somos capaces y no nos damos por vencidos ante los obstáculos que se nos atraviesan. Me gustaría agradecerle a todo el personal, los maestros y las familias que nos empujaron y siempre vieron lo mejor en cada uno de nosotros. El amor incondicional siempre será algo que llevaremos a lo largo de nuestras vidas. Hay algunos maestros que nos impactaron más que otros y me gustaría agradecerle al señor González, quien comenzó su primer día de enseñanza el mismo día que nosotros empezamos la preparatoria. Durante la escuela virtual, el señor González nos permitía tener días en donde simplemente nos sentábamos y hablábamos sobre la vida, de nuestra salud mental y donde a veces llorábamos por todo el peso que teníamos. Esto es algo que nunca olvidaré, como tampoco nunca olvidaré que a veces cuando la vida es difícil, solo tienes que sentarte, tranquilizarte y seguir adelante. Graduados, este es el momento que hemos esperado durante todo nuestro viaje de la preparatoria. Aunque nuestros años de la preparatoria no hayan sido completamente tradicionales, somos la clase que definitivamente ha dejado una huella en Strathmore High. Estamos aquí hoy, a punto de empezar el próximo capítulo de nuestras vidas. Espero que algún día nos volvamos a encontrar, ya sea en Strathmore, en la Costco o en algún lugar a donde vayan los adultos y hablemos sobre nuestros logros y próximas metas.
Good evening. My name is Avelia Alvarez, and I am the Vice Principal at Strathmore High School. It is with great honor that I present to you students who earned the prestigious distinction of CSF, or California Scholastic Federation, Lifetime and Bearers. Will the following students please stand and be recognized? Manuel Andrade, Maria Garcia, Natalia Campos, Maria Isabel Cervantes, Araceli Lara, and Yareli Figueroa. Please help me celebrate them.
Next, we would like to recognize Strathmore High School seniors who were members of our school's Future Farmers of America, or FFA, chapter. The following students, when your name is called, please stand. Jade Alexander. Jennifer Andrade. Giovanni Cisneros. Reynaldo Eufrasio Ireate. Araceli Lara Alvarez. J.D. McLaughlin. Garen Mitchell. Carlos Moreno. Nicholas Mosqueda. James O'Bannon. Raquel Prado. Lily Torres. Jesus Valdivinos. Lizette Valdivinos. All right, one more round of applause for our FFA students. Students, please be seated. Next, I'll present the Golden State Seal recipients. It gives me great pleasure to recognize our Golden State Seal recipients. These students demonstrated mastery in 6 or more subject areas. Students, when your name's called, please stand. Akemi Alvarado. Natalia Campos. Maria Cervantes. Jacqueline Cisneros. Analicia Esquerra. Yareli Figueroa. Maria de Los Angeles Garcia. Eduardo Garcia. Catherine Gonzalez. Araceli Lara. Mary Kate Lemos. Nadalyn Lemos. Daniel Manso. Abigail Mejia Alvarez. Garen Mitchell. Carlos Moreno. Harris Ozair. Raquel Prado. Edwin Reyes. Sebastian Saldana. Jimena Valle. One more round of applause for these students, please. Next, we'll present for the students who earned the Seal of Biliteracy. The following students are proficient in English and a second language. Araceli Lara. And Maria Isabel Cervantes Romero. One more round of applause for these 2 students. Next, we'd like to recognize the following seniors for joining the Marines or the Navy, the Armed Forces, to defend our country. Thank you in advance for your service. Bernardo Navarro. Jose Cisneros. Nicholas Mosqueda. Savannah Valentin. Again, thank you for your service. You may be seated. All right. Next, we're recognizing the students who are pathway completers of our EAT pathway. The following students have been enrolled in the Emerging Agricultural Technology pathway and met all the requirements. Jade Alexander, Jennifer Andrade, Giovanni Cisneros, Reynaldo Ufacio Iriarte, Araceli Lara Alvarez, J.D. McLaughlin, Garen Mitchell, Carlos Moreno, James O'Bannon, Raquel Prado, Lily Torres, Jesus Valdivinos, Lizette Valdivinos. All right, one more round of applause for our pathway completers. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Class of 22 salutatorian, Isabel Cervantes Romero, to deliver the class reflection speech, and Maria de Los Angeles Garcia will deliver the translation.
Hello and good evening, parents, family, staff, friends, and fellow graduates. My name is Isabel Cervantes, and I have the honor of speaking on behalf of the class of 2022. We are here to celebrate and recognize the accomplishments of these hardworking graduates. When we first started off school in preschool or kindergarten, most of us were obsessed with the idea of growing up. But who would have known that those years would be some of the most memorable years? From playing tag, sliding down the yellow slides, swinging on swings, or having races to see who was the fastest in the playground. Those were the most important things back then until second grade. That is the year where we were introduced to our worst enemy, homework. Fast forward a few years, and now we're in middle school. It feels only like yesterday we were obsessing over things like fidget spinners, kendamas, who had the most likes on Musically. Here we also first discovered and were introduced to the feeling of having a crush, which we believed was the end of the world if the feeling wasn't reciprocated. Those were the days where we would get up early or stay up late watching iCarly, Victorious, Martha Speaks, or Wizards of Waverly Place. Quickly, we entered our high school years, pulling all-nighters and working on our English essays or any assignment due at 11:59 p.m. Most of us will never forget August 8th, 2018, when most of us first stepped foot on what would be the next 4 years of our lives. Freshman orientation, where we were all scared but wouldn't show it. Some of us had come with friends while others were seeking connections. We are all a mix of different backgrounds and experiences. What we didn't know back then was that Strathmore, being such a small school, would be one of the best places to have a high school experience. Through these 4 years, we have created bonds with classmates and staff. We, class of 22, have gone through and overcome many hardships. We started off by having what would be called a normal freshman year and experiencing our first of everything from assembly, rallies, games during lunch at the senior circle, to attending football games and yelling at the top of our lungs. It was all a first for us. Then, sophomore year, we did it again, except that while we expected to come back after spring break and continue our high school adventure, the world was shut down due to a pandemic. All of a sudden, we were stuck at home trying to figure out what to do and what to expect in the future. It, it being one of the biggest hardships both in our high school experience as well as in our lives, we managed to get through it. It was a privilege to be able to enjoy our senior year and finally be here tonight. It is such a it is such a pleasure being here and knowing that I am among future doctors, lawyers, engineers, teachers, CEOs, and or future parents. I want to take this opportunity and thank all my teachers. Thank you for all your hard work and just so you know and Thank you for all your hard work, and just so you know, although there are days where you believe that you don't make a difference, just take a look at everyone who has graduated. This is all thanks to you. On behalf of my fellow classmates, I want to thank all the parents for being our biggest supporters. Most importantly, thank you, my fellow graduates. Every single one of you has made these past 4 years some of the most memorable. As we close this chapter in our lives and continue to discover what life has in store for us. But remember, in a book, you can always go back and reread the chapters. Sparring born, sparring bred, gonna be a Spartan till the day I'm dead. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your night.
Hola y buenas noches padres, familia, maestros, amigos y compañeros graduados. Mi nombre es María García y tengo el honor de hablar en nombre de la clase de 2022. Estamos aquí para celebrar y reconocer los logros de estos graduados. Cuando comenzamos la escuela teníamos la edad de 4 o 5 años. La mayoría de nosotros estábamos obsesionados con la idea de crecer. Pero ¿quién hubiera dicho que esos años serían algunos de los años más memorables? Desde jugar en el campo de juego o hacer carreras para ver quién era el más rápido, esas eran las cosas más importantes. En ese entonces y hasta el segundo grado, ese fue el año en que nos presentaron a nuestro peor enemigo, la tarea. Después unos años pasaron y ahora estamos en la preparatoria. Parece que fue ayer cuando todos estábamos obsesionados con cosas como fidget spinners, kendamas y quién era el más popular en las redes sociales. Fue aquí también cuando descubrimos por primera vez el sentimiento de gustarle a alguien y creíamos que era el fin del mundo si no se sentían igual. Esos eran los días en los que nos levantábamos temprano o nos quedamos despiertos hasta tarde para ver iCarly, Victorious, Martha Speeds o Wizard of Wizard Place. Rápidamente entramos en nuestros años de escuela preparatoria, trabajando en nuestra tarea de inglés toda la noche que necesitábamos terminar faltando solo un minuto antes de las 12 de la noche. La mayoría de nosotros nunca olvidaremos el 8 de agosto de 2018, cuando la mayoría de nosotros pisamos por primera vez lo que serían los próximos 4 años de nuestras vidas. Orientación del primer año donde todos estábamos asustados pero no lo demostramos. Algunos de nosotros habíamos venido con amigos mientras que otros buscaban amistades. Todos éramos una mezcla con diferentes pasados y experiencias. Lo que no sabíamos en ese momento era que Strathmore High, siendo una escuela tan pequeña, sería uno de los mejores lugares para tener una experiencia de preparatoria. A través de estos 4 años hemos creado relaciones con compañeros y maestros. Nosotros, la clase de 2022, hemos pasado y superado muchas dificultades. Comenzamos teniendo lo que se llamaría un primer año normal de experimentar todo, desde asambleas, juegos durante el almuerzo en el círculo de estudiantes de último año, hasta asistir a partidos de fútbol y gritar hasta que nuestras vocales ya no podían más. Todo fue nuevo para nosotros. Luego, en el segundo año, lo hicimos nuevamente, excepto que, aunque esperábamos regresar después de las vacaciones de primavera y continuar nuestra aventura en la preparatoria, el mundo se cerró debido a una pandemia. De repente, todos estábamos atrapados en casa tratando de averiguar qué hacer y qué esperar en el futuro. Esto fue una de las mayores dificultades tanto en nuestra experiencia en la preparatoria como en nuestras vidas, pero logramos superarlo. Fue un privilegio poder disfrutar de nuestro último año y finalmente estar aquí esta noche. Es un gran placer estar aquí y saber que estoy entre futuros médicos, abogados, ingenieros, maestros, jefes y futuros padres. Quiero aprovechar esta oportunidad y agradecer a todos mis maestros. Gracias por toda su ayuda, trabajo y para que lo sepan, aunque hay días en los que crean que no hacen una diferencia, simplemente miran a todos los que se han graduado. Todo esto es gracias a ustedes. En nombre de mis compañeros de clase, quiero agradecerlos a todos los padres por ser nuestros mayores apoyos y también me gustaría darle las gracias a mis compañeros graduados por tanta bonita memoria. Cada uno de ustedes ha hecho de estos últimos 4 años algunos de los más memorables. Mientras cerramos este capítulo de nuestras vidas y continuamos descubriendo lo que la vida tiene reservado para nosotros, recuerda que en un libro siempre puedes volver atrás y releer los capítulos. Por último, nunca olviden que nacidos Spartan, raza Spartan, será Spartan hasta el día que nos morimos. Gracias y disfruten del resto de su noche.
On behalf of the teachers and staff at Strathmore High School, I would like to thank the class of 2022 for being an amazing group of students over the past 4 years. Parents, guardians, and families, we thank you for allowing us the privilege of educating your students. This class has faced so many challenges, and we are so proud of these students for rising to the occasion. Many of you are going off to college, either nearby to Porterville College or COS. Some of you are headed to a University of California or California State University campus, or to private colleges or technical schools. Some of you are joining the armed forces. Remember that wherever you go, you will always be a Spartan. Take from your experiences and education during your time here at Strathmore to create your purpose, your why, and work hard to make your life and the lives around you better. Congratulations, class of 2022. You have made this an amazing journey.
En nombre de los maestros y el personal de la escuela Strathmore High, me gustaría agradecer a la clase del 2022 por ser un grupo increíble durante los últimos 4 años. Padres, tutores y familias, les agradecemos por confiar en nosotros y darnos el privilegio de educar a sus estudiantes. Este grupo de estudiantes ha enfrentado muchos desafíos y estamos muy orgullosos de ellos por mantenerse a la altura de las circunstancias. Muchos de ustedes van a ir a la universidad y se acercan como el colegio de Porterville o el colegio de Visalia. Algunos de ustedes irán a la Universidad de California o la Universidad Estatal de California o a universidades privadas y escuelas técnicas. Algunos de ustedes tal vez se unirán a las Fuerzas Armadas. Recuerden que vayan donde vayan, siempre serán un Spartan. Tomen sus experiencias y educación durante estos 4 años en la escuela Strathmore High para crear su propósito y trabajar duro para mejorar sus vidas y la vida de quienes lo rodean. Felicidades a la clase del 2022.
I would like to now welcome Porterville Unified School District board members Mr. Pete Lara, Mr. James Carson, and Superintendent Dr. Nate Nelson, who will be present as students walk across the stage for their diplomas. I would also like to recognize and thank Mrs. Diane Rankin, who was principal at Strathmore High School when tonight's graduates were freshmen up until about 3 months ago, and who has done so much to support our school. We are very pleased to have you here joining us this evening, this special evening to celebrate our students, families, and staff. Reading the names tonight will be Mr. Ryan Warren. So we'll start calling those names and having our graduates coming down.
Manuel Andrade Bedoya. Manuel would like to thank his family, friends, and coaches for all the support they have given him. Thank you for all the memories. He plans on attending Porterville College and majoring in kinesiology before transferring out to Fresno State.
Isabel Cervantes Romero. Isabel le gustaría dar gracias a sus padres y a sus hermanos por siempre apoyarla en todas sus ideas absurdas y en todo lo que ha hecho. Ella asistirá a la Universidad de Long Beach.
Maria de Los Angeles Garcia Mata. Maria would like to thank her beautiful mother who has supported her all throughout her life and for never leaving her side. She would like to thank her grandparents who have played such an important role in her life and family who she will always love. She would also like to thank her best friends Brenda and her boyfriend for being a huge support throughout her journey. She says thank you to her teachers, especially Mr. Gonzalez. She plans on furthering her education in Fresno State and majoring in psychology.
María quisiera agradecerle a su hermosa madre que la ha apoyado durante toda su vida y por nunca apartarse de su lado. Le gustaría agradecerle también a sus abuelos que han tenido un lugar muy importante en su vida y a su familia quienes siempre amará. También le gustaría agradecer a su mejor amiga Brenda y a su novio por ser un gran apoyo a lo largo de su viaje escolar. Ella le da las gracias a sus maestros, especialmente al señor González. Ella planea continuar su educación en la Universidad de Fresno y especializarse en psicología. Araceli Lara Álvarez. Araceli le agradece a su familia por su apoyo incondicional. Gracias por todo. Asistirá al colegio de Porterville para especializarse en ciencias biológicas y físicas y luego transferirse a una universidad. Natalia Campos. Natalia le quiere dar gracias a su madre por siempre apoyarla y a su familia que siempre le ha dado buenos consejos. Ella asistirá a la Universidad de Santa Bárbara para especializarse en sociología. Yareli Figueroa. Yareli le agradece a su familia y amigas por el apoyo que le dieron. También le gustaría agradecerle a la señora Aguilar por los buenos consejos que le ha brindado. Jacqueline Cisneros. Jacqueline le agradece a su familia por estar siempre a su lado y motivarla a que sea mejor versión de ella misma. Ella asistirá al colegio de Porterville y después a Fresno State, donde se especializará en estudios liberales para convertirse en una maestra de primaria.
Jose Jesus Cisneros. Jose would like to thank his mom, brother, and recruiter for always being there for him. Jose has enlisted in the Marine Corps and will be heading to training on June 27th of 2022. Alexander Rodriguez. Alex would like to thank his parents and siblings for providing for him and being supportive throughout his 4 years of high school and for all the rides to and from practice. Alex would also like to thank his friends for all the great laughs and memories. He loves them and wishes him nothing but the best in life. Alex plans to attend COS to major in kinesiology and play football. Lily Marie Torres. Lily would like to thank her teachers and family who helped get her to where she is now. She will be attending Porterville College. Catherine Gonzalez. Catherine would like to thank each individual who guided her and supported her. Catherine wants to give a special shout out to her grandparents, Geronimo and Delfina, for being her rock and motivation. Catherine will continue her education to become a pediatrician. Abigail Mejia Alvarez. Abby would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for always supporting and encouraging her. Abby plans on attending College of the Sequoias and majoring in paralegal.
También le gustaría agradecerle a sus padres por siempre apoyarla. No estaría aquí sin su ayuda y amor.
Nicholas Mosqueda Jr. Nicholas would like to thank his friends and family for always being there and pushing him to continue throughout school and do well in life. He plans to leave for the Marines in August. Bernie Navarro. Bernie would like to thank his family who supported him throughout the years. He plans on enlisting in the United States Marines this summer.
Armando Samano. Armando le quiere agradecer a su familia, amigos y maestros por todo el apoyo que le han brindado durante todo el año. Asistirá al colegio de Porterville.
Jonathan Aguilera. Jonathan would like to thank his dad, Samuel Aguilera, his mom, Nora Aguilera, his grandma, Hortensia Aguilera, his teachers, and his siblings for all their help and support throughout the years. Jonathan plans on attending the College of Sequoias and majoring in correctional justice in order to become a correctional officer. Alex Zavala. Alex would like to thank his family and friends that have encouraged him and motivated him to keep going. Alex plans to attend a welding trade school in order to pursue his goals of being a certified welder.
Eduardo García Zavala. Eduardo quiere agradecerle a su familia y amigos por apoyarlo y por siempre estar con él cuando más lo necesitaba. Asistirá a la universidad para recibir una licenciatura en ingeniería mecánica.
Harry Ozer. Harry wants to thank his friends, family, and teachers for always supporting and looking out for him. Harry plans on attending Fresno State University in the fall.
Reinaldo Eufrasio. Reinaldo quisiera agradecerle a su familia y amigos por darle la motivación para seguir adelante.
Nayara Herrera Diaz. Nayara would like to thank her family. She will continue to work and plans on going to community-based instruction. Sebastian Saldana. Sebastian would like to thank his family and friends for always being there for him. He plans on attending COS and majoring in liberal studies to become a teacher. Carlos Moreno. Carlos would like to thank his family and friends for supporting him throughout high school. Sherry Chapa. Sherry would like to thank her parents, Joe and Karina Chapa, for always pushing her to be her best and providing the tools she needed. She would also like to thank her siblings, Desiree, Jojo, and Elisa, for being her best friends when she always needed someone to talk to. An extra thank you to her sister, Elisa, for always being her personal Uber. Also, a thank you to her friends that made her high school career the best. You all taught me valuable lessons. She plans on attending PC to major in nursing. Xavier Avina. Xavier would like to thank his family, friends, and teachers who supported and motivated him throughout the years. He plans on going to COS. Valerie Chapa.
Raquel Prado. Raquel le agradece a sus padres, amigos y familiares por toda la motivación y el apoyo. Asistirá al colegio de Porterville por 2 años y luego asistirá a Fresno State para especializarse en estudios liberales.
Jennifer Andrade. Jennifer would like to thank her parents for always being her biggest supporters and always being there for everything. Her sister for being my built-in best friend, and she plans on attending Tulare COS campus in the fall, where she will major in plant science, then transfer to Fresno State University to become an ag teacher and teach locally. JD McLaughlin. JD would like to thank her mom and dad for their constant support. She plans on attending Porterville College, then transfer to Fresno State to pursue a career in veterinary science. Giovanni Cisneros.
Paula Ruiz. Paula le agradece a su familia y maestros por todo su apoyo y también a sus amigos por hacer de estos 4 años de preparatoria divertidos y grandiosos. También gracias a nuestra escuela por asegurarse siempre de que estuviéramos preparados para el próximo paso. Finalmente, le da las gracias a su mamá por hacer esto posible, ya que Paula no sería lo que es sin el apoyo que le ha brindado. Gracias, mamá, te amo. Paula asistirá al Colegio de las Secoyas y se especializará en el desarrollo infantil. Luis Medrano. Luis le quisiera agradecer a su familia y a todos sus maestros por el apoyo que le han brindado a lo largo de este año escolar. Jimena Valle. Jimena quiere agradecerle a su familia por todo el apoyo que le han brindado. Asistirá al colegio de Porterville para seguir una carrera en industria dental.
Monica Cortez. Monica would like to thank her friends and counselors for helping her get through the school year. Jade Alexander. Jade would like to thank her family, most importantly her parents and brother for all their support, but also all of her teachers. Thank you, Mr. Walters and Miss Mesa, for all you have done for her and pushing her to be the best person she can be, as well as being amazing mentors throughout her 3 years here. Jade plans to do 1 year at Porterville College, then apply to other colleges to major in criminal justice. James Andrew O'Bannon. James plans on attending Porterville College. Daniel Monzo. Daniel would like to thank his friends and family for always pushing him to do great in school. He plans on working and then going back to school. Eddie Moreno Ariano. Eddie would like to thank his parents, teachers, and friends for always pushing him to do better. He plans on attending Porterville College.
Luis Isabel Moreno. Luis le quisiera agradecer a sus padres por apoyarlo y alentarlo en permanecer en la escuela y dar lo mejor de sí mismo, así como a todos sus hermanos por apoyarlo en todo lo que pudieron. Luis tiene planes de alistarse en la Marina de los Estados Unidos.
Analicia Esquierra. Analicia wants to thank her mom, dad, grandma, Acela, Maria, and her girlfriend, and all her past softball coaches for always pushing her to do her best and for believing in her when she couldn't believe in herself. Analicia plans on attending Porterville College and transferring to a university. Felicia Orozco. Felicia would like to thank her family and her teachers at Strathmore for all their help. Felicia plans on going to trade school in Arizona for plastering or pharmacy technician. Ethan Cepeda. Misty Perez. Misty would like to thank her family and her dogs Bruno, Sadie Mae. They all gave her support and made her feel like someone. Misty would like to attend Porterville College and transfer to a 4-year university like UCLA or CSU Monterey. Akemi Alvarado Estrella. Akemi would like to thank her parents for encouraging her to follow her dreams and inspiring her every day. She would also like to thank her fellow peers and teachers who have helped motivate and have supported her throughout her years. Akemi will be attending Cuesta College this fall and will be majoring in political science. Garen Mitchell. Garen will be attending Cuesta College, then UC Davis to pursue his doctorate of veterinary medicine. Robert Michael Autry. Robert would like to thank his family, his fellow grads, and his teachers for all the other staff that supported him throughout all the years of high school. He hopes to see you all again one day. Toby Hinojoso. Toby would like to thank his mother and himself. He plans on attending Porterville College. Lizette Valavinos Cardenas. Lizette would like to thank her tia Lupita and her uncle Jesse for always believing in her and pushing her to do better, to be a better version of herself. After graduation, Lizette plans on attending College of the Sequoias to major in Spanish. Guadalupe Zavala. Guadalupe would like to thank her parents for always being there for her. She feels grateful and blessed to have parents like them in her life. She loves you, Mom and Dad. A big shout out to all her teachers who made her high school years fun. Guadalupe plans on attending College of Sequoias for physical therapy. Caitlin Avila. Caitlin would like to thank her family and friends. She plans on going to college. Iraima Estrada. Iraima would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for supporting her throughout her high school journey. She plans on attending college to major in history. Erica Mendez. Erica would like to thank her parents, teachers, and others who were with her along the way. Matthew Ariano. Matthew would like to thank his family, his friends, and Mr. Gonzalez for all support given to him. He plans on going to Porterville College. Leilani Rivera. Leilani would like to thank her friends and family for helping her, supported her after hard times. She plans on attending Porterville College to major in studio art. She also plans on becoming an apprentice for a tattoo artist, as that is her future career.
Erwin Reyes. Erwin le quisiera agradecer a sus padres por su apoyo incondicional y por ser muy trabajadores. También quisiera agradecerle a sus amigos y maestros por constantemente motivarlo. Asistirá a la Universidad de Merced en el otoño para estudiar ingeniería civil.
Sergio Arribas. Sergio would like to thank his family and friends for the support throughout the years. Jesus Valdivinos. Jesus would like to thank his mom and dad for always believing in his ideas and not judging him for things he would like to do. He would also like to thank his friend Isaiah Saavedra for always helping him get through the classes he felt he struggled the most. He wouldn't have graduated without you. Jesus will be working with his dad and his business. Mary Kate Lemus. Mary Kate would like to thank her parents and cousins, as well as Miss Aguilar for pushing her to always do her best. Nadalyn Lemus. Nadalyn would like to thank her family, her older sister Jocelyn, and her friends for all the motivation and support throughout the years. She plans on attending College of the Sequoias for 2 years.
Nathaniel Vargas. Nathaniel le gustaría agradecerle a sus padres y hermanos por brindarle consejos y empujarlo a graduarse. También le gustaría agradecerle a sus maestros por tener la paciencia de enseñarle y por haber compartido sus experiencias universitarias. Asistirá a la universidad para obtener una maestría y especializarse en psicología. Stephanie Reyes Marriquen. Stephanie le agradece a su familia, amigos y maestros que han estado con ella y la han apoyado a lo largo de los años. Asistirá al Colegio de las Sequoias.
Savannah Alize Valentin. Savannah would like to thank her whole family for their support and always pushing her. She would also like to give a big thank you to her parents because they were always there pushing her to her limits. Savannah plans to attend the Navy for 4 years, then attend college to become a medical assistant. Cruz Hernandez. Cruz would like to thank his family and friends for motivating him to do his best. Isaiah Saavedra. Isaiah would like to thank his parents, his friends, and the people who motivated him and supported him throughout his 4 years of high school. He plans on attending college of the Sequoias to major in psychology. Christian Juarez.
Graciela Moreno. Graciela quisiera agradecerle a su familia, amigos y maestros por creer en ella y apoyarla a lo largo de sus años de preparatoria. Asistirá al Colegio de Porterville para especializarse en negocios y abrir su propio boutique de ropa.
Thank you, Mr. Bourne and Mrs. Ruiz, for reading the names. Graduates, please rise. Please move your tassel from the right to the left. On behalf of the Porterville Unified School District Governing Board of Trustees and the Superintendent, I now pronounce the Strathmore High School class of 2022 graduated. Students will now be heading down to interact with the public. How we practice